Check it out, just take a chance. It's time for Celerypants. Hey, welcome back. So that whipply doodle spin around that you just saw me do, I'll have to admit was a little inauthentic. I'm struggling what to come up with today. Don't really feel like making anything. Got a lot of real life stuff going on, but let's try to forget about that for a second. Let's just do it anyway. That's the whole point of all this, is that, well, one of the points is it makes you have to do something when you feel like doing nothing. So, guess who's back? The horse bike is back. Not Backstreet, sorry. So we got the horse bike here, and we got some wheels down there. But the fenders have been rubbing on the wheels that they had were a little too fat, and to get really skinny wheels was going to be a giant chore. So I'm going to put the wheels on, and then we're going to see if we can figure out how to adjust the fenders. Then I need to remove the wheels, sand the bike, paint the bike with primer, and then put the horse back on it. I don't think I'm gonna get all that done. In fact, I know I won't get all that done today. It'll probably take 2 or maybe 3 more videos, but let's see what we can get done here with that. And I have a different project going on back here that's maybe a little less interesting, believe it or not, less interesting than what I just showed you. This is all I got, people. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, don't watch. I'll tell you what I got going on back here. So this looks like a big disaster, but there is organization, believe it or not. So as I mentioned, I've been tooling around for, that was so dorky. I've been using hand tools, building stuff for a long time, since I was probably like 10 or something. So that's almost like 30 years. Yeah, with that said, I am a little dizzy still after spinning around at the beginning of the video. But anyway, so I've got lots of tools, and some of them are rusty, some of them are in better condition, some of them are new because I had to buy them to take apart a horse bike. But the rusty ones, so I'm sorting them out, the ones that I feel like aren't rusty, I'm not doing this step, and then I'm gonna clean them. Some of them are just good, but the rusty ones, so I don't know, maybe if you're into this, some of you have already know this, but there's this product here called the Vapo Rust. You can buy it, and you put it in a bin like this, then you stick your tools in, and you leave them for like, I don't know, it says on the back, but like, I don't know, 12 hours, 18 hours, something. And then you take them out, and then you kind of scrub them a little bit with a brush, and then you put them in simple green, and then they're good. With that said, the reason that some of these tools got so rusty is if you look on the internet, it'll be like, oh, you don't need Evapo-Rust. I just used vinegar. So my tools were a little rusty, and I put them in vinegar, and then they came out completely rusted. So that's not the whole story. I think there is like a good way to use vinegar to clean them, but it's not just dump your tools in vinegar. Like, that will make them worse. I mean, that's my experience. Maybe you have some magical different experience, but that internet video tip idea thing completely like rusted a bunch of my tools. So I'm trying to salvage them now with Evapo-Rust. Yes, Evapo-Rust is kind of expensive. It's like 30 bucks for a gallon, a little less than that, but it's better than buying brand new tools. And sometimes you gotta pay a little money to do it the right way if you want it to come out right. All right, so that's what's going on over here. When those come out, like I said, I'm gonna do the simple green thing, and then I'm gonna just get the stuff more organized. I feel like I work better when I got everything organized, and mentally I feel like I can come up with ideas more clearly. Anyway, that's all that's going on over here. So back to this. Let me set it up, and we'll see how far we get. So first thing I'm gonna do to save me some pain and suffering later, so I'm gonna figure out, hello. Wow, you're very loud. First thing I'm gonna do is try to figure out what size these nuts are before I get it over there on the bike. All right, got a couple wrenches, that should be good enough. Put these wheels on. I'm gonna flip the bike upside down to do this. I think maybe I won't, we'll see. For some reason, I can do this on the road. This thing can handle it. Yeah, that's all right. Let's do it. No, I don't really have a reaching because not really. That would have to go in there with that. There we go. Maybe probably it's not, like I said, it's just trial. Just the fenders. Let me put a washer on that sucker. All right, they're on. Now, do I want to flip it over again? It's obvious the clearances are wrong right now. All right, let's document the problem. So, we're rubbing there. You can see under here though, we have some space right here where we could bend that and take up that space, and I think that would be clear. You could also move the drill hole of that. You could also potentially attach this directly to that. And then on this side here, if I move this in too much, you get this like pinching of the tire by these two bars. But if it stays out, there's a little clearance there and there's a little clearance over here. But that's the thing, so these holes aren't big enough to fit over those screws now. I can go for a different hole down here, or I can put some sort of extension to bridge the gap. I'm obviously gonna have to think about that and decide what to do. There's also damage. And then back here, this one is attached right now, but it's also rubbing. It's completely butted up against that there. And then we have some clearance going around all the way. Most of the rest of it's okay. That one, I don't know if I can just maybe bend it a little bit out of the way, or I may have to put another extension on it, but the front one looks like more of an issue. Oh, I just see now here, this is actually rubbing. Like I showed on the front, it's too narrow, so those need to be widened somehow. With like a spacer or something. I'll have to think about what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this right now because I don't have any ideas. And I think whatever ideas I do have, I don't have the material. So this is mostly a status update. Also, my battery is about to die. So I think it's time I call it quits. So this is mostly just a brief update. There's the bike. My tools are back there. I'm hanging in there. I hope you guys are hanging in there. Thanks for watching this one. Thanks for watching all of them that you've watched. Hope you guys are doing okay. Really appreciate you watching. Okay, bye.